For this webinar, we will focus on 5 main aspects for literacy: phonography, morphology, sonics, semantics, and pragmatics. Phonography is a key for all early components of emergent and proficient reading and spelling. This is important for literacy because it ties all aspects together, because if we can't spell, we can't read. To put words as well as letters with sounds together to help a child learn that that word has that sound and that meaning. Morphology it describes how words are formed from building blocks, which this is important for children because they can build words off of the sounds and the letters that they already know. So such words as and, A-N-D, A-N-D, and. Tying it all together, those are building blocks to help form sentences or to form components of a sentence. Semantics refers to the rules used to combine words to make sentences. So this is important for children to make sentences, because without sentences we can't communicate with people, such as hi, how are you, good morning, aspects like that are just simple everyday actions. For children to learn this and how we can combine sounds and letters to make that sentence, why it is important. Semantics is understanding of word meanings and the relationship between words. So saying as I go, such as I'm going, go and going have the same aspect of you going, but you go at the same time. The last aspect is pragmatics, which refers to the ways in which children use language in social situations. So when we speak, we have lots of emotions towards different things. So when we're angry, people are loud and their tone is different from when you're happy and your tone is a little more calmer. This is important for children to understand when emotions come into play when you're reading a story or when you're having a conversation with someone else. The importance to understand of the 3 components is that it falls under an umbrella of phonics and literacy. All of them form together to create the success of learning phonics and literacy. For children to create sentences, to know sounds, to understand letters, and putting it all together so that they can communicate as well as read and understand conversations. Some strategies that I put that would help students that are struggling with these components would be that teachers have to understand, as well as parents, that not all children learn the same. Some struggle in other aspects where some succeed in. So one would be for teachers to be modifying testing or assessment situations, or even just modifying lessons in general to help the child that is struggling in certain areas, to break it down for them and let them know that they have enough time to complete a task and it's not a race, that they will have the time to understand what needs to be done and for them to understand the learning concept of that lesson. A second strategy would be for teachers to comprehend and put it into a more technical language for the child, breaking it down, bringing it down to their level so that they understand what they need to do as well as how they need to respond. And also a last component would be just communicating, having a conversation with the child and having them communicate back with you can show that their comprehension skills as well as literacy and phonics skills are in a succeeding manner.